todos lados, verify. Me lo súbeme el tempo, esta te siguen de asiento.
And out on the floor, shaking off the pregame jitters, these guys getting all set for tip-off. The NBA on 2K Sports, presenting an exciting Monday night game. Hi, everyone. Here with analysts Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce, our reporter. On Wednesday,
the road is never the highlight of your schedule for any team. But for these guys, it is a chance to go out there, test themselves, and see how well they gel outside of home court. It could be a very valuable experience.
Now the starting group for the visitors. JaVale McGee out there with Danilo Gallinari. And it's the prodigy in at the small forward position. You know, in game 2 of a back-to-back, just how drained are you from yesterday as a player?
You know, B.A., proper rest and stretching can help a lot. But you're not going to be your usual self at the start of game time. Believe that.
Here's the prodigy. Now Lopez. Here's Honey. And it's all from three-point range. Here's the prodigy. And rejected. Here's McGee. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Boy, for a 7-footer, he's got really good bounce, does JaVale McGee, and doing a nice job working on the glass there.
Here's Honey, and he lays it up and in.
Hey, take it right to the defense. Not a bad way to start this game.
Here's Gonzalez. Last game for him, he picked up 13. Here's the prodigy. No good on the three. And just about a minute into this first quarter. And Lopez gets it to go.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Gone 1 for 3 so far. Here's the prodigy, covered by Lopez. McGee in the post. Blocked! First quarter and about a minute and a half in. Oni passes to Lopez. Here's the prodigy. Five on the clock. From outside the arc. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
It's important that you have big men who can shoot in this day and age, and this guy can really stretch the floor.
Over to the wing. Gallinari inside. He chipped in with 13 points in his last game. Will it go? Gonzalez passes to McGee. Here's the prodigy. Puts it up from 15. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. McGee's got his second basket of the game.
Boy, he's really feeling it right now, shooting a high percentage to start this game.
And Lopez gets it to go.
They've hit 4 of their first 5 shots. Great execution and attention to detail.
Gonzalez passes to McGee. Right side Gallinari. Shoots from the elbow. No good there. Gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. And here's Lopez. He's got 5. Here's the prodigy. Gallinari pulls it in. Here's the prodigy, covered by Lopez. Here's the prodigy, fires at the elbow. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt. Lopez, a good look. 3 shots, 3 baskets. Great efficiency so far.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively. Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Now here's Lopez. He's closely guarded. Here's the prodigy. No made baskets yet. From downtown. Can't get it to go. Making him 0 for 2.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
The prodigy. And the 3 off target. Gone 5 of 8. Solid opening quarter for them. Pass to Oni. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And he makes a first.
Taking 2 shots.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Out to the right wing. The 3 is up. And the prodigy gets it to go.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
The prodigy's gone 1 for 2 from deep. Pass to Lopez. Fires from deep. And no good.
It's hard not to want payback when you give up a 3 at the other end, but it can force you to rush things.
3-pointer. Gonzalez misses. Gone 2 of 5 from deep. There's the prodigy. Called in by McGee. Left side, Gallinari.
Strong move inside. Gallinari can beat you with finesse. He can also beat you with power.
It's his first trip to the line.
For the away team, Danilo Gallinari. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. And he can't hit the second.
You don't see him have too many of those trips to the line.
Lopez passes to the prodigy. Hauled in by McGee. McGee's got 4 rebounds now.
Putting up a goose egg bagel this period. At this point, you have to run the offense through somebody else. I mean, that's your only choice.
The prodigy can't hit.
Not much falling for him this quarter, guys, and you can sense his frustration.
Pass to Oni. There's the 3. Hauled in by McGee. McGee's got 5 rebounds in the game. To the right side. Here's the prodigy. The 3-pointer off the mark.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
King gets the bucket.
Woo, just selling the defense on the pump fake.
And we'll have a timeout here called by Rick Carlisle. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Let's take a quick pause and look at the best shooting teams from last season.
They were so consistent with their shooting. Maybe not lights out, but they played smart and didn't let good looks go to waste.
The visitors with the ball. 6-point game.
Oh, man, they were in total control, really doing anything they wanted. It was that level of dominance.
And, you know, everything seemed to just kind of flow naturally for them. Felt like they were in a groove from the opening tip.
Here's the prodigy. He's scoreless.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
First one falls for him. He's perfect from the line this time. Now here's McGee. 8 points in his last time out. Inside. Here's the prodigy. And he gets it to go. Now 2 of 6 in the game.
He can really read the floor. Precision pass in rhythm.
Gone 6 of 13 so far in this one. Pass to Lopez. Here's King. And a miss there on the triple. Gone 3 of 7 from beyond the arc in the first. Here's Gonzalez. There's the block. Now here's Lopez. Defense is right there. To the inside, Perez. Hauled in by McGee. McGee's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Shooting just 38% so far in this one. Pass to Gonzalez. Oh, deflected. He's got a clear path. Here's the prodigy. And he lays it in off the breakaway.
Oh, that's impactful defense right there. Finding a steal and instantly turning it into offense.
Outside Gallinari. Tries it from 19. Rebounded by Perez.
You know, the fact is he's not a lock from there, but he was open enough to where he should have hit that shot.
Here's the prodigy. That one a tad offline, but it drops in for him. The prodigy's got his second bucket of the night. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Pass to King. To the paint. And the prodigy gets it to go. The prodigy's got 6 points.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3 ball.
Both teams deciding to change it up. The prodigy's gone 3 of 7 shooting from the field. Here's the prodigy. Lets it go from deep. That shot off the mark. Pass to Oni. Here's the prodigy. Here's Buckman. Can't get it to fall. Shooting a solid 50% in the opening quarter. He takes it in. Here's King. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
3-pointer, no good. Oni passes to the prodigy. And he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Here's the prodigy. Still without a bucket. Basket's good.
Defensively, you just can't afford to give these easy looks up. Just asking to get burned if you do.
Pass to Nunez. Fires the 3. Sends it home from 3-point land.
And this defense needs to turn the screws and ramp up the intensity. They're looking a little loose out there right now.
Yeah, they've got to do a little more to disrupt their offensive rhythm, too.
1:51 left in the opening quarter. Here's the prodigy. The rebound by Oni. Oni's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to the Prodigy. Launches a 3. The rebound by the Prodigy. Shooting only 35% so far in this quarter. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by. The defense takes a chance, leaves him open at the arc, and he capitalizes.
1:11 left now in the first quarter, and the basket is good.
And they keep on figuring out ways to force the rock inside and convert.
Pretty clear, it's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
Here's Hernandez. Pass to the Prodigy. Let's go with a 3. Sinks it from distance. The Prodigy's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
Here's the Prodigy. It's hauled in by Bachman.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
And a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well.
Off the left rim and out. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to King. Launches it. Knocks down the triple. King's got 9. 23 seconds left to play in the first. King's gone 3 for 4 from the floor tonight. Out left to the wing. From the arc. The rebound by Oni. Oni's got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's King. Money from 17 feet out. He's got 11.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. They lead by 13. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start. And so far through 1 quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, what I love is the tremendous belief in their bench. They were looking for points, and their reserves delivered.
And, you know, when the bench is playing such a big role early, that certainly allows the starters to stay fresh throughout the game.
The Prodigy passes to Bachman. Here's the Prodigy. Here's the Prodigy. Knocks it down from distance.
Not the best three-point shooter in the league, but he's got enough skill that you can't just let him fire it up.
And can't get it. He's now 1 of 3. Gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Pass to Bachman. Lets the 3 fly. The Prodigy can't hit.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
It's good. Nunez has gotten his 2nd bucket on the night.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
And there's the rejection. They get it back. Fires the 3. On target from range.
His three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
Close the net on 2 minutes played here in the second. Here's the Prodigy. Pass to King. And it's rejected. Out to the right wing. Here's the Prodigy. He's got 5. Fast break. Here we go. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
This is intelligent basketball. Forcing a turnover and then immediately starting the fast break.
And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played.
This is how you force a defense to collapse. Kick the ball right inside.
Gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. On the take. Good. Going 7 for 17 from three-point range so far in this matchup. From behind the arc. And King pulls it down.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
There's the triple. And the Prodigy gets it to go. The Prodigy's got 7.
He's never going to pass up that shot. The defense giving him way too much room.
Here's the Prodigy. 9 points for him in his last game.
Hard to turn down a look that good. Still, long twos are losing favor, and misses like that are the reason why. You give their offense some love. They've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shots for them so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
I mean, that was just terrific work to stay in control and finish.
Yeah, we call that playing through the whistle. You know, he didn't give up on it when he heard the whistle. He kept his focus, his concentration, and he found a way to get the shot up and down.
Well, Clark, playing time is so difficult to come by. So what's the best way to stay ready if you're on the end of the bench?
Yeah, that's a good question, B. I never experienced that as a starter in the short career that I had in the NBA. With all the travel, I think you just got to make a commitment to get in the extra work between the few practices that you have. So it's really being self-motivated as an individual to be professional and anticipate that you're going to be ready if your number's called.
Here's the Prodigy. He has 7. Pass to Nunez. 6 to shoot. Launches it from deep. It's hauled in by Bachman.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Marked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. And with this pause, a check on the stats to show you which teams led the league in assists last year.
They were patient, and they were also unselfish. And it helps to have guys who are willing to make the next pass.
Pass to Perez. Here's the Prodigy. Drives to the hoop. And it falls. 4 for 8 for him from the floor. Brown with it. This one for 3. And the three-pointer goes. He's got 10.
Shutout from beyond the arc in the first quarter. He's now got 2 for the game.
There's the Prodigy. Yep, that one goes.
He's been a steady presence for them. Nice to have that kind of safety net at the offensive end.
Gone 6 of 11 here in the second quarter. Back to Brown. For 3. Here's McGee, and let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
You hear players proclaiming their love for the game, but former sharpshooter J.J. Redick said there's a distinction between loving the competition itself and loving the game, and everything that goes into that. Guys say, I just want to play. Well, do you want to do all of the necessary things that lead up to that? Hey, Brian, 15 NBA seasons for Redick. He'd know.
He certainly would. Thanks, Allie. Three-pointer. Gallinari pulls it in. Gallinari's got 4 rebounds now. McGee passes to Gallinari. Jacks up at 3. Nunez with a rebound. Gotten 7 of 13 attempts to go here in the second. To the middle. Perez can't hit. Shooting 46%. Pretty good mark here in the second quarter. Pass to McGee. gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Here's Honey. Here's King. He's got 11. The three is up. Can't get it to go. He's made 4 of his 8 attempts. King's gone 1 for 4 from distance. Gallinari for 3. Oh, look at Gallo, the big man.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
King gets the bucket.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Gone 2 of 6 from distance here in the second quarter. Down low. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass. Lopez has got 9 points.
They're just taking what the defense gives them. And right now, that's the interior.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
Here's the prodigy, covered by Lopez. Shot clock at 6. Misses again. Just 4 for 10 from the floor. Pass to King. Here's the prodigy. Here's Perez. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Shooting only 39% so far in the game. To win the run, and it's blocked, and that goes out of bounds. And they retain possession. And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
Showing no signs of giving up this lead. That block sent shockwaves into the opposition sails.
So both teams changing it up here. Here's the prodigy. 5 points in the game. And he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron. He's got 7.
Love the pass from McGee. So good at finding his teammates.
Pass to Oni. And here's Lopez. That 3's off the mark.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Here's the prodigy. Here's Gonzalez. No points yet. Buries it from 3.
Hey, he's doing whatever he can right now to pump up his teammates.
Shooting 53% here in the second quarter. And the prodigy gets it to go.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
McGee passes to the prodigy. Here's the prodigy. He's got 10. Puts up a 3. Oh, he can't sink it. He's 0 for 3. Here's Oni. Inside. Here's the prodigy. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. The prodigy's got 8 here in this quarter. If they're going to go on a run, Grant, there's no better time than right now.
You're so right, B.A. I think they definitely expected a closer game than this.
And the call will go against JaVale McGee. That's his first foul. Shooting has been great, 57%, and finding ways to score consistently. To the inside. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Second personal foul.
It's on Danilo Gallinari.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. Perez can't hit. Shooting about 45% during the second quarter. Here's the prodigy. Off target at the rim. The prodigy's gotten just 4 of his 10 shots to fall here. With the drive. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody.
Fellas, that's exactly why they look to get him the ball around the rim. I mean, it's either a dunk or free throws every time.
Outside Gallinari. They need this. Connects from downtown. Gallinari's got 12 points in the game.
Gallinari, no waste of time there. Got the ball and let it fly.
Pass to the prodigy. To the paint. That one's good. He's now 8 for 13.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Shooting 40% from the field in this one. Now here's Gallinari. And the ball ends up out of bounds. They'll keep possession.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Here's Gonzalez.
I can't believe it. I mean, he can't buy a basket in the second period. He might want to keep the ball moving.
Lopez for 3. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
Lopez has gone 2 of 3 shooting from distance here. Pass to the prodigy. Offensive rebound. McGee. Count the basket. McGee's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Got to do more to slow the 7-footer down. McGee can get it done inside.
46 seconds left to play in the half. Here's the prodigy. 16 points for him.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look. But when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
The prodigy can't hit.
You know, he's just not taking good shots, not taking smart shots, forcing up a lot of low percentage jump there.
That one's good for 2. Oney's gotten 4 this quarter.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
Gonzalez passes to the prodigy. Here's Gonzalez. 2 on the clock. No good on the buzzer beater. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Delivering the blowout. We've got more in store for you right after this.
Take a look at the home team. They've had some hiccups early on, but I don't think that takes away from the potential of this team with their talent and coaching.
And going back now to that first half, you could say things are going extremely well for the home team. And that'll do it for us. Thanks for...
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Pass to the prodigy. Here's the prodigy. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. And this will be his second trip to the free throw line.
Shooting for the away team. Number 44, 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. Hits both from the stripe. Shooting has been great this game, 58%. Second half underway. Here's who Rick Carlisle's got on the floor. We've got JaVale McGee, and it's Gallinari in at the power forward position. The shot won't fall. Shooting only 38% from the floor. Not great. Pass to the Prodigy. Lays it up and banks it in. The Prodigy's got 4 points now in the quarter. Here's the Prodigy. Here's Oni. Beyond the arc. Gallinari pulls it in. Gallinari's got 6 rebounds in the game. Pass to McGee. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute played. Rebounded by Perez. Perez has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's the Prodigy. 16 points for him. To the wing, right side. Here's Oni. Pure from three-point range. Oni's got 9.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
The Prodigy passes to the Prodigy. McGee a screen. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Pass to Oni. Free throw line jumper. Takes a 3. Hauled in by McGee.
And I'm sure this isn't how they drew it up at the half. Only 1 for 5 here in the third quarter.
Gonzalez passes to the Prodigy. Now Gallinari. Right wing. 5 to shoot. McGee a screen. Here's Gonzalez. Another shot. Misses the layup. Gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. Pass to Oni. Here's the Prodigy. Lets it fly from 18. Nice jump shot. He's got 18.
Just continuing to pile it on, refusing to let up.
Yeah, and you know, that is some shaky and shoddy defensive work. They got to tighten it up.
Here's the Prodigy. 14 points for him. Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Hits the trifecta. The Prodigy's got 7 points for the quarter. Got just 2 of 6 in the second half. Pass to Oni. Here he goes.
Away team foul. JaVale McGee. Second personal foul. First team foul. At the line for your home team, Oni. Taking 2 shots.
The first one falls. Both shots good from the strike. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Fires for 3. He buries it from 3.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Here's the Prodigy. He's got 18. To the middle. Here's Perez. Oh, McGee with the block.
Boy, and the wingspan McGee has covers a lot of ground. Very useful for shot block.
And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
You know, you can't ask for any better defense than that. He responded so fast to the shooter, and it stifled him.
And we'll have a timeout called by Billy Donovan. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. break, let's take a look at which teams capitalized from the line last season.
I thought their coach really did a fantastic job of getting all of the guys on the team to realize the importance of free throws. You know, last year where they were great, excellent from the line. This year, they're hoping to do even better.
Lopez can't hit.
Clearly the defense could have been better there, guys, but he also needs to convert that.
The prodigy passes to Gallinari. Here's Gonzalez. Pass to the prodigy. The three. That shot missing. Here's the prodigy. And here's Lopez. The three ball. Hauled in by McGee. McGee's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. The prodigy passes to McGee. Here's Gonzalez. And he gets it to go from the high post. Gonzalez has got his second basket of the night.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
The prodigy passes to Perez. Here's Honey. He's got 11. To the inside. Oh, McGee with the block.
The ball goes to the away team.
And you got to be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this.
Boy, and that'll give them a nice injection. Nothing like a rejection to get a team fired up.
Here's Gonzalez. He's got 5. Pass to the prodigy. Here's the prodigy from deep. The rebound by the prodigy. Now Lopez. 12 points for him. From outside, off the mark. Gotten only 4 of 10 shots to fall so far in the third. The prodigy passes to McGee. Pass to Gonzalez. Fires from 14. And it's in there. Gonzalez has got 7 points.
He wasn't able to get his name in the score sheet in the first half. But he looks like he's starting to find his comfort zone here.
Here's the prodigy to stop the drought. And that one hits the back iron. Gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. Here's Gonzalez. The rebound by Oni. Oni's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Driving to the basket. Pass to Perez. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Second personal foul.
One constant in the NBA, Clark, the constant movement of players.
Yeah, and I think you've got to try to look at the positive side of that, the freedom that players have to play where they choose to play in many cases. I think that's the right of any employee to be able to go where they feel they can best optimize their individual and team situations. I think it allows teams to rebuild on the fly and get competitive more quickly, and I like that aspect of it. I don't like to see it overwhelming a season, but I do like the fact that players have that option and that freedom.
There's a screen. The 3. Drains the triple. He's got 7.
And that's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And the prodigy gets it to go.
Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Nails it from beyond the arc. Boy, this offense has been dynamic and diversified.
Just everyone sharing the ball and sharing the load makes you difficult to defend.
Here's Honey. 11 points in the game. Pass to Perez. Just 5 on the clock. And good on the 7-footer. Perez has got 7. Gone 4 of 7 from 3. A good percentage in the third quarter. Here's Hernandez. And he misses his first shot.
There's no way that's the best look this offense can produce.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey, Brian. NBA Commissioner Adam Silver is highly encouraged by the growth of the game. He said, in addition to being the fastest growing sport in the world, we are the #1 participation team sport in the United States. Boys and girls are playing basketball in record numbers. Love to hear it, Brian.
No doubt. The game's in a great place right now, Allie. Thank you. Gotten 7 of 16 shots to go so far in the third quarter. Fourth three. And King pulls it down. King's got 8 rebounds in the game. The prodigy. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. So both teams making some changes here. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Shooting 41% since halftime. The prodigy passes to Balkman. Shot to stop the run. And the shot is good. Dropping it off the front of the rim. He's got 15.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
They are blowing this one open.
Maybe the only question is how big will this lead grow?
Here's the prodigy. He's got 12. Here's the 3. That shot off. Shooting 40% from the field in this one. Pass to the prodigy. Here's Balkman. Pulls up, high post. The shot, no good.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
The defensive breakdown gives him a wide-open look, but he can't take advantage.
Here's the prodigy. He's got 5.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Shooting for the away team. Number 25 at the line for 2.
Shoot 2.
First free throw is good. He does not get the second one. Shooting 35% in the third quarter. Sinks the tray.
You know, sometimes you don't like to see guys pull up from three-point range on the break, but for him, with nobody on him, that's a pretty good shot.
Releases, and he hits the jump shot.
Nice bounce pass. That's just good fundamental basketball.
1:21 left in the third. Pass to King. Goes back up. It's hauled in by Balkman. Balkman's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Hernandez. Inside. Shot clock at 5. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Third team foul. Shooting for the away team. Vaqueros taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he drops the first. So he gets them both.
Staring at this deficit, they're trying to be more aggressive and get themselves to the line.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
King.
First personal foul. Fourth team foul. Coming off the floor for your home team, number 2, Branch.
36 seconds left in the third quarter here. Clock at 4. Here's the prodigy. 3-pointer off the mark.
The perimeter game has failed him thus far. Hit 1 from range in the first half, but nothing since.
15 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to the prodigy. And it's Hernandez missing. And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. They lead by 18. And time to step away quickly. All right, let's take a look at our assist to the game presented by State Farm.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4.
Second personal foul. First team foul. At the line for your home team, Nunez. 2 shots.
And that one misses. And the second free throw is good. Here's the prodigy. Takes the 3. Doesn't go that time. Shooting efficiently, 50% so far. Pass to the prodigy. Here's King. The prodigy passes to King. 6 on the shot clock. 3-pointer. That one no good. Shooting only 39% so far in the game. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
His arrow's been trending up as of late, and he's been magnificent tonight.
I wasn't quite sure if he'd be able to maintain that same level of play. I had my doubts coming into this game, but consider my doubts disappear.
The prodigy passes to King. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone now. Pass to Nunez. Here's the prodigy. Shoots. He hits the back iron and sinks it.
This right here, whew, this is how you want to play the game. With passion, with energy, just great hustle play right there.
The prodigy passes to Balkman.
Home team foul. King. Second personal foul. First team foul. Substitution for the away team. Number 27, Chris Duarte.
Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Pass to the prodigy. Clock at 6. Back to Duarte. Jacks up a 3. Knocks down the long J.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
Here's the prodigy. They set a pick. Here's Rivera. It's hauled in by Balkman. Balkman's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's the prodigy. Pass to Balkman. This one for 3. The shot by Duarte, no good. Got just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Down low. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
First personal foul.
The officials were right on top of that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
First free throw is good. And that's good as he hits both shots. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Here's the prodigy. Pass to Balkman. And King pulls it down. King's got rebound number 11. Fires in the triple.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
Gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. Here's the prodigy. And Grant, while we want the officials to get it right, I'm sure the league would like to shorten that time officials are at the table.
Tell me about it. You wonder if a time limit should be instituted. If they can't figure it out after a minute or so, just go with how it was called on the floor.
Pass to King. Just 5 to shoot. Let's go with a 3. The rebound by Hernandez. Gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range.
Substitution on the court.
They're enjoying a sizable lead.
And what I like, B.A., they haven't stopped pressing the issue.
Pass to King. Over Gallinari. King gets the bucket. King's got 19 points.
Nice job to recognize the lack of D in that medium range area.
Here's the prodigy. Gallinari inside. Great look, but off the mark. Got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. Here's the prodigy. Pass to Nunez. Here's the prodigy. Offline with a 3. Shooting 40% from the field in this one. Poke loose. And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
Substitution on the court.
Pass to Gonzalez. Clark, in your opinion, how does social media affect the game?
Monumental ways. One, I think the most direct way is that it keeps fans connected to players, and players have the option as to how they're going to engage with their fans directly, player to fan, without any middle person. And that is valuable both ways, except when the narrative turns negative. That's the other side of the coin. And when you say things publicly on social media platforms, it's impossible to retract them. You might be able to erase them, but they're still out there in the stratosphere.
He misses the free throw. He hits the second from the line. Got 4 of 8 shots to drop here in this final quarter. Pass to McGee. McGee a screen. Here's Gonzalez. Misses the 3. Gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. Here's the prodigy. Here's Oni. Off target from three-point range. Here's the prodigy. Pass to Gonzalez. Shoots over Lopez. Gonzalez misses.
Misfires again, and the ball just refuses to cooperate with him. Tough day so far.
The prodigy passes to Perez. A shot from the low post is good.
Intelligent ball movement. The offense looking one step ahead there.
Grant, it seems like teams today are much more data-driven than in years past.
Yeah, I agree, B.A. It's much more sophisticated. And, of course, coaches and executives are still watching the games and forming their gut opinions. But now those impressions can be cross-checked with the numbers.
Gets the 3 to fall.
Finally starting to dial in from range. That's his second this half.
Shooting 44% here in the fourth quarter. And there's the screen. Lopez passes to the prodigy. Back to Lopez. And it's good for 2.
Terrific design and execution, leading to an opportunity right at the rim.
Pass to the prodigy. Here's the prodigy. Outside Gallinari. No good with the triple. Here's Oni. And here's Lopez. The 3-ball. Shot is good by Oni. Oni's got 9 points here in the second half.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Here's the prodigy. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Lopez in the post. Pass to the prodigy. Now that we have a few years of reference, it's safe to say the NBA play-in tournament has been a roaring success, Grant.
Yeah, I agree, B.A. And people forget it was created in the peak of the pandemic. The league set up a lifeline for teams that lost key players to COVID, but it has turned into something much, much greater.
It really balances out the backcourt when McGee is able to provide points inside. I mean, that's big.
Lopez passes to the prodigy. Goes up at the elbow. Called in by McGee. McGee's... Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Gallinari, the pass to Gonzalez. Gallinari with a screen. Goes up from the top of the key. Yes, it's good.
As bad as he was in the first half, that's how good he's been since.
Gotten 6 of their 13 shots to go. Pass to Oni. Here's the prodigy. They set the pick. Puts up a 3. Hauled in by McGee. Gone 7 for 15 in the fourth. Here's the prodigy. A quick shot there. It's off target.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Over to the wing. With the step back. 6 to shoot. Here's the prodigy. Set it up with a fake, but it's offline. Shooting 44% here in the fourth quarter. Gonzalez passes to the prodigy. Now here's McGee. So, Clark, you think the winner of the NBA Cup should be guaranteed an automatic playoff bid?
Man, that's interesting. I think it could make for a more competitive tournament. So if that would be the outcome, then I would be all for it. But what happens if the tournament winner is the #1 seed at the end of the season? I think you'd have to find alternative incentives then, BA.
Into the lane. And the foul on the shot. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Third personal foul. Fourth team foul. At the line for your home team, owning 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. That one falls, so he hits both of them. And the visitors call time here.
There's just a lot of wide open lanes to the rim here. That'll drive your coach nuts.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter here. Here's the prodigy. Here's the pick. Rebounded by Perez. Boy, this could snowball if they continue to put up points.
I can't say enough about their performance.
We've got 1:23 left to play in the fourth quarter. And Lopez gets it to go.
Well, if you let him shoot freely, you're going to give up a lot of trays.
Shooting 40% from the field in this one. The prodigy passes to Gonzalez. Well, you look at the so-called super teams that have been assembled in recent years. A lot of cautionary tales.
Yeah, I mean, teams giving up their draft picks for the better part of a decade to bring in a star. It can get ugly really fast if things don't work out.
And 1:01 left in the fourth quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's the prodigy. Nunez with a rebound.
Well, you know, you'd like to see a little more effort there defensively, but maybe they wanted him to take that shot, baited him into it.
Pass to King from downtown. He can't get that one to fall. To the paint. Here's Hernandez. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk. "26 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Oni. Pass to the prodigy. With the teardrop. And he lays it in.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
And so they get the victory here at home. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into.
Knowing I'm hip, I don't got a chip. You know I ain't no little bit of shrimp. We switching locations in the gym. She said she don't wanna say gonna no more. She about to start calling me him. I'm him.